Testing. Testing in this motherfucker. Testing in this motherfucker. Yeah, we testing in this motherfucker.
33, where you at? Gorilla Mafia family.
Yeah. If I catch it, then we got one. They say it is, but it's not love. We brought books and we brought drugs. We know the danger, so we brought guns. I'm at they neck, this a shot put. Only death gon' stop us. I'm immortal, so I try luck. I hit the X, when it pop up? Don't burn yourself, it's the hot one. Dope sitting, now I'm locked jaw. Now this floor, I'm on the handlebars. The devil who I got the handle guard. I'm thinking murder, then I change the law. I'm dot key, how you change the law? A whole 7 in my tube socks. King Doja and I roll out. I understood that I stood out. From the stoop I heard the whole town. It came through, we bagged the whole pound. Bring it back cause I'm too loud. So some hurt, okay, a new route. Lose your mind and you lose out. Good drugs. Yeah.
Shout out to Dr. McKee.
Yo. This is the Good Drugs Podcast Pod Chat. I am Dot Diamond Key. Don't know why I pointed at myself. Whatever. We'll get through it. Yes, this is episode 121, season 2 of the Good Drugs. Yes, we are black. Oh man, we black. So yeah, it's the Good Drugs. And we are black in this bit. And you know, this your first time tuning in. If it's your not, if it is your not, if it's not your first, damn, that's crazy. I even got dyslexia in the brain. If it's not your first time tuning in, this is what we do. Get your blunt, get your bomb, hash, your oil, your edibles, everything. Get all your THCs, man. If you got a blunt like myself, roll it, light it. Good drugs. Just a little bit more. All right, and first up on the news list today. So 228, and okay, so these days I'm writing shit down. It's a different effect when you write shit down for whatever reason, but so yeah, and it just adds to the whole aesthetic. Like I actually then did some research on what I'm talking about. 228 are arrested in Polk County, Florida for in a pedophile ring. It was called Operation March Sadness. Where can we start with this? I know there's a lot of talk about, like, when we talk about like pedophiles and human trafficking and we always talk about more so of like the higher scale of people, the elites, and what we call them elites. But we don't notice that there's more of that going on down here on our level where we're at. It's your neighbor, it's your school teacher, it's your janitor, your doctor. Because there's still, even though doctors make in a different tax bracket, they still interact with us down here. So it's these people, bus driver, the normal people. That's the only way that these elite people can even have access to people down here, because we never see like celebrities, or not say never, but we hardly ever see celebrities or anything of that nature, rich people, billionaires and shit, just walking around where we're at. So, and I don't know why police, why y'all be like trying to like make these operations and these names of all this like evil shit sound cool, like Operation March Sadness. Who the fuck would think of some shit like that? I guess that's a marketing tool too, but that's crazy. So moving on. Boom. So the TikTok ban is a huge topic. Wasn't really gonna talk about it, but here I go. So and just because I read through like almost the whole article and all this extra shit, and I'm not finna read all that, so I just put it in to like the simplest nigga terms possible. So basically, the House voted for TikTok to find another buyer other than the Chinese company, because the U.S. believes that the Chinese Communist Party will use TikTok to exploit private user data and manipulate public opinion. Now, while that may be true, and two things can be true at once. Three things can be true. There can be as many things true at once as you can possibly truth true. However, we do know that other apps that Americans made or for Americans or whatever you want to call it, they do the same exact shit. So I'm just confused about why America's so concerned about that, because our apps do that. Like, how you think they created a bot or any computerized anything, generated any a person computer generated some shit. Like, so I just be thrilled when I be like hearing shit or read shit where it's like United States is calling somebody else or trying to expose somebody else on manipulation or being thieves or any of this shit. That's how United States is United States today. Like, not gonna go to a whole history lesson, but like, the fuck, the fuck. And we are black, 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 black in this bitch. Yes, we are black. Yes, the news was kind of short today. You gotta forgive me getting my foot in. You know, I do have good drugs type shit. So after I hit my blunt. So in today's time, there's a lot of like, I'll just say that more people are aware of the times, like aware in the times. How about that? Not of the times, in the times. So certain things that were probably said 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and it was a little bit ahead of the curve, ahead of its time, probably wasn't really getting the recognition that it deserved at the time. But now that more people are aware in this time, people are waking up. We are all waking up to just seeing shit. You can just see shit now, not necessarily exposing or any of that, or like the Diddy shit or the hot trendy, woke exposed shit. I just want to talk about the yin yang effect of just people noticing the bad, the good, or the right, the left, just everything, and just trying to, and also noticing things that are in between. So it's just awareness in the time where we're just more aware in the time, and of the two opposites where people are always going to be judgmental. Like, people are that's always been a thing too when you look into history and stuff like that. Like, a lot of the stuff that's going on today has always went on today. It's just either magnified now, glorified now, a reverse effect where it used to be bad, now it's good, or it used to be good, now it's bad. So like morals and shit are changing, but the time of life is the same, if that makes sense. And I just want to say, like, you can't have one without the other. Like, it's never gonna be we all love each other or we're all good, or like, it's never gonna be we're all bad and we all hate each other. Like, it's never gonna be one or the other. It's always gonna be both when it comes to life in general and the universal laws and the yin yang effect. So boom. Extreme left, extreme right, or extreme anything. Extreme a person who's just into sports. We all know people who are just into they just love sports. Then we have people who don't give a fuck about sports. Like, those are the extreme lefts and rights. And then you have people in the middle who probably played sports at some time, but if it comes on, I'll watch it, or I like to watch certain games or just shit of that nature, where the yin yang effect. And I think it's interesting to examine and analyze that the and it's important because that's how you kind of embrace differences too, of everybody's not like you. Everybody can't do this, everybody can't do that. Hate to say it, but everybody can't be rich. um some people that are poor are going to stay poor. Yeah, just pretty much. You can't have rich people without poor people, and vice versa. And I know the mind of the person who grew up in a certain was raised a certain way can't see it as that, because we're always supposed to have this certain empathy and sympathy for the less fortunate and stuff like that. However, we have to also understand that there's always going to be the less fortunate. Just like there's always going to, like, we know of a person off the top of our head. Like me, I know off the top of my head since I've been born. The nigga Bill Gates been a billionaire since I was legit. Like, niggas rapped about the nigga in songs. Same with Donald Trump. Like, these niggas been rich my entire life, bro. So it's just like, and you have people that you grew up with, you can go back to where you grew up with, and then that same predicament they've been in their entire life, and they're probably not going to get out of that situation. And that's just the yin yang effect. And I just think that it's just cool, it's intriguing, it's interesting for us all to kind of understand it, and we can put our own spin on it. And I'm pretty sure everybody has their own takes, and I like that. That's what this podcast is for. Yeah, and that's really all I had today. I ain't gonna cap y'all. I told you I was back, black, and baby, are we black? Yeah, this was episode 121. You can like, subscribe, channel. I don't care about none of that shit. I'm not even gonna say it because I don't really care. This is the Good Drugs podcast, pod chat, episode 121. I am Dr. McKee. This is brought to you by Gorilla Mafia Family. I didn't say at the beginning, but I meant to say that. This is brought to you by Gorilla Mafia Family and the Good Drugs. And yeah. See y'all niggas next week.